Hello again. So I've been asked a few times recently to do some videos on stock for certain consoles, Super Famicom, Nintendo 64, Japanese stuff and that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in at the deep end and see how this works. But we'll go through the Japanese Super Famicom games in stock just now, see how this goes. We've got loads of American games as well, but we'll just concentrate on the Japanese. So we'll go through the box in no particular order. So this is Metal Slader Glory, which I think was the last official release on the Super Famicom. You could only get it on these memory cassette things that you could program in the shops, and as you can see, not cheap. So, got Mickey Mania, we have Fighter's History, that is Gamera, we have Puyo Puyo, Rushing Beat, a nice Final Fight type game, Madara 2, an RPG from Konami. This one's a repro, which is weird because the real game's not that much more expensive. It's one of the Downtown Neketsu games. It's kind of like a Double Dragon type game. One of the best games on the Super Famicom, Ninja Warriors again. It is superb. This is an SD. I think this is a football game. Well, SD versions of Godzilla and Ultraman, stuff like that. Mr. Do. Zenki, which is not a cheap game. Pretty cool. Bomboozle, wee puzzle game. We have Adventure Island, which is excellent. Mickey Mania. We have, this is quite cool, Rider Spirits, basically a Mode 7 motorbike game, plays like F-Zero. Mickey's Disneyland Tokyo Adventure, Space Invaders, Final Fight, Fire Pro Wrestling, which is quite a popular series, Fire Pro Wrestling 2, Fatal Fury 2, Trump Island, nothing to do with Donald Trump, thankfully. Can't remember the name of this one. Interesting little game. One of the many Dragon Ball games. Bomberman 4. Oh, cannot remember the name of this one either. Quite unplayable in Japanese. Another one of the Japanese wrestling games. Battle 7. Ranma Half. Excellent refighting game. One of the Mystical Ninjas. Goemon games. World Heroes 2. Chrono Trigger, all-time classic. Art of Fighting 2. Smash TV, what a game that is. Works really well with the SNES controller, Super Famicom controller. We have Battlefield, another wrestling game. Strike Gunner, no instructions with this one, but a nice wee shoot 'em up. Yoshi's Island with some beautiful box art on it. We have Aliens vs Predator, which is expensive but not good. I love how they've just taken two images that are not related and put a squiggly line between them. We have another one of the Zenki games. These are all expensive. Bomberman 2, Fire Pro Wrestling X, Cat's Run, which is an unusual, quite hard to get a hold of one. Another F-Zero type, also quite expensive. SD Gundam game, Romancing Saga. We have, this is Ivan Stewart's, it's Ivan Stewart's Off-Road Racing, the Japanese version. This is a brilliant game. It's like the old Super Sprint type thing, it's just a one-screen racing game, but such good fun. We have Wolverine, which is pretty expensive. CB Chara, which is actually quite a nice Final Fight type scrolling beat 'em up. Lion King, the original Breath of Fire, Contra, aka Rodeo the game, going by the poster. Final Fantasy 5. It is early in the morning just now. We've got Raiden. Flying Hero, which is quite a nice wee shoot 'em up. This one, it is still expensive and it's not in perfect condition, but it gives you an idea how expensive the game is. Another Mr. Do, Seiken Densetsu 2, which is Secret of Mana, World Heroes, another Ranma half, Super Pang, that's a brilliant game. It's basically the game where you burst bubbles with harpoons, but it's an awful lot better than it sounds. Final Fight 2, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and another Goemon. So, one box kind of done. Super Chinese World, some Pachinko Fever nonsense. Super EDF, which is another nice shoot 'em up, sideways, Gradius style. We have Super Tetris 3, Haiwa Pachinko. Can't remember the name of this one. Football game. I also can't remember the name of this one. This one's in perfect condition again. The last one wasn't in great condition. We have Full Power, which is again a nice. You get jet skis, you got motorbikes. Yeah, cool game. Pack in Time, the Jungle Book, which is very rare, the Japanese ones. Another patchy slot game, PC Genjin 2, which is the PC Engine name for it. I can't remember the Super Famicom one, but yeah, amazing platform game from Hudson. Right, so next box. We have the Turbophile Twin MB Live 95, which is actually really rare in Japan. Yeah, you don't see this one very often. We have Super F1 Circus 2, Bomberman 5. Oh, this is... Oh, I should know the name of this one. Something Street, I think, isn't it? It's the... yeah. Anyway, sorry. Shooting Collection. So Star Soldier, Hector 87 and Star Force, all Famicom shoot 'em ups. Pretty decent. Spin Dizzy Worlds, another Puyo Puyo, another Ranma half, Rockman 7, Bomberman 2, Super Tennis, brilliant game, another Contra again, not in great condition, Mystical Ninja Goemon game, we have Ski Paradise, probably my favourite basketball game of all time, Tecmo Super NBA Basketball. It was superb. One of the many Sailor Moon games, I think there's 7 on the Super Famicom. Another Tecmo Basketball, Silver Saga, Super Star Wars, Super Mario Kart, another Dragon Ball, again Disney's Tokyo Adventure, Super Swiv. Again, Japanese one's pretty rare. Nice shooter. Nigel Mansell's IndyCar. And Front Mission Gun Hazard. Yeah, this is brilliant. Gundam Wing Endless Duel. Maybe my favourite Gundam game ever. Really, really nice fighting game. This is a weird one from Retrobit. They got the license to a lot of Data East stuff. So this is an official release, but it's got Fighters History, it's got Adventure Island and Super Birdie Rush. Captain Tsubasa 5, Bomberman 2, another Adventure Island, which is basically Wonder Boy, Space Invaders, Super Real Mahjong PV. Usually these are quite dodgy on other systems with half-naked ladies and stuff, but being on Nintendo, not so much. Joe and Mac, Caveman Ninja, Ultima 6, Super Aleste, again unfortunately no instructions with this, but really nice shooter. Go Ackman 2, these are brilliant, excuse me, these are brilliant games, wee scrolling platform action games. Super Birdie Rush, Rockman X3, Rockman X2. This one is one of the more expensive Sailor Moon games, and yeah, it's a wee puzzle game. Good fun. Estopolis RPG, Final Fight again, Final Fight Guy. We have P-Man, or Prehistoric Man, because P-Man just doesn't sound right. Be a boring game about a guy standing at a urinal. Cosmo Gang, 04 Champ ZRR, sorry. Another Dragon Ball. Wild Tracks, the one that Argonaut developed, uses a Super FX chip. Another Sailor Moon. A bootleg repro of Kiki Kai Kai, aka Pocky and Rocky. Brilliant game. Sailor Moon again. Ultraman. Super Wagyan Land 2, a nice platform game. Yu Yu Hakusho Final, decent fighting game. This is the real Kiki Kai Kai. 240 smackaroonies, but it's an amazing game. Really, really good fun. SD something something 2. Yeah, not that exciting. Super Fire Pro Wrestling Special. Super Fire Pro Wrestling 3. Can't remember the name of this one. Wee puzzle game. Pretty cool fun. And there's another copy of, can't remember that game. Bomberman Be the Man. Unfortunately, the wee minifigure is always missing from this. Right, so we've got another Super Fire Pro Wrestling. Let's see. Mini Scorpion Yonku or something this game's called. One of the heavy hitters just sitting at the top. Wild Guns. Nice game. Septentrion, which people haven't really heard of, but it's an excellent game. Good price. And it's basically a puzzle game, but you're on what is not the Titanic, obviously. And when it starts sinking and stuff, the screen rotates using the mode 7 and the puzzles all change, so it's really quite a unique one, quite cool. You have True Lies, which is a nice game, but very expensive. Can never pronounce this one. Sivalion, which is a very interesting kind of shoot 'em up where you're a dragon, but you can basically go in all 8 directions. You can go back the way and stuff. It's not perfect, but it's unique. Final Fantasy VI. Tactics Ogre. Right. So here we've got wee Albert's story, Albert's Odyssey. We have Dinosaur World, I think this one's called. Yeah, nice wee platform game from Irium. One of the old Japan Pro Wrestling games. This is the one that everyone wants on the N64 because it was the best one. Right, let's see what we can do here. Right, so we've got Galaxy Wars, Super Tetris 2 and Bombless. Bombless was an amazing game. Super Dogfight, that is Namco, so that is Smash Court, I think it is. Suzuka 8 Hours. And then Super Robot Wars. Power WGP2, again a nice, can't really see the F-Zero type racing game. Or Lester's Adventure. This is a weird one. It's not actually a good game, but the graphics are kind of amazing. It was done with rendered graphics like Donkey Kong back in the day. So it's good for showing off what the Super Famicom could do. But the gameplay doesn't match the graphics really. Jackie Crush, which is the same series as Alien and Devil Crush pinball game. Art of Fighting, Ogre Battle, Sunday's Dungeon, that's a Dragon Quest spin-off. Tornico's Dungeon, I think it is. Legends of Success Joe, these are always awful. Even on the Neo Geo, terrible game. Captain Tsubasa 4, GT Racing, Chowaniki, probably Super Chowaniki, which is a very disturbing but very playable shoot 'em up with your half-naked bodybuilders flying about. Strike Gunner, nice shoot 'em up. Family Circuit, I think this is called, from Namco. We've got another Adventure Island. We have Bomberman Panic W, the puzzle version. The Last Battle, an RPG. Fire Pro Wrestling 3 again. SD Gundam GX. Mario All Stars. I've wrote a name on this, that's handy. My writing is terrible. Akazuka Cha-Cha. Right, okay. There's a non-reproduction version of Downtown Neketsu. Astro Go-Go. I think this one's pretty nice. Yep. You can see not at all inspired by F-Zero. Over SD Gundam, we've got Ranma Half, we have PC Genjin, the first one, Yu Yu Hakusho 2, we have Magic Adventure, which is a really nice platform game. Dragon's Earth, an RPG, we have, can't remember the name of that one, sorry. Bomberman 2, Super Wagyan Land from Namco, the first one. We have Max Voltage, wrestling game from Konami. Another copy of Gundam Endless Wing, which is superb. Desert Strike. We have another copy of Super Swift, which seems to have come out of its bag, so I'll fix that. Front Mission from Squaresoft. Ranma Half. Thunder Spirits, which was a bit disappointing. It's basically the Super Famicom version of Thunder Force. A wee bit of slowdown on that one. There's Magic Sword from Capcom. Super Choplifter 3, which is pretty rare shoot 'em up. Another Disney's Tokyo Adventure. We have Darius Twin. Final Fight 2 again. We have whatever this one may be called. An adventure game. Another Wild Tracks. Sugoro's Adventure or something, I think this one is called, an RPG. Secret of Mana 2, aka Seiken Densetsu 3. Super R-Type. Oh, Janshin something this one's called. Yeah, not my type of game. Another Super Robot Wars. Can't remember the name of this one, but it's quite a rare one. This is the one that Nintendo sent to shop to basically be a playable promo before it came out. That's why if you see a game with these stickers on it, they're quite scarce, these versions. Another Mario All-Stars, Crayon Shin-Chan, Yu Yu Hakusho, and the Wario game. Squaresoft RPG, quite a heavy hitter, Final Fight Tough, and a Namco baseball game, Famista 2, Super Famista 2. Right, so this box I think hasn't got much exciting in it, so we'll have a wee nosy through quickly. Yeah, Robot Wars, Power Spikes 2, Final Fantasy 5. Can't remember the name of that, but it's a graphic adventure. Actraiser, good game, good game. Dokapon, Excite Stage 94, Pawafuru 94, Super Dunk Shot, and that's not Michael Jordan at all. Super F1 Circus Limited, Madara 2 again. This would be, oh good god, my mind's went blank. It's really good as well, from RM. going to annoy me. It's on the Sega Saturn and all that as well. Really interesting mix of puzzle and platform. Mickey Mouse 2, Donald Duck, My Mallard, that's quite hard to get. Powermonger, some other strategy war nonsense. Ultraman again, another Mr. Do. Super Professional Baseball, Power League Baseball, SD Gundam, and some other nonsense. Haven't got a clue the name of that, sorry. Super Dunk Shot again, Nigel Mansell's F1, Amazing Tennis, made by David Crane, who made Pitfall back in the day. This was quite hyped up. Didn't quite match the hype, but it was decent. One of the Sangoku Musou Dynasty Warriors type games. Super Battle Tank 2, another one of the mini Scorpion U things. Robot Wars EX, Hat-Trick Hero, which was a really good arcade football game at the time. The other Crayon Shin-Chan game, Super Chinese World. What else we got? We have Sky Mission, Human Grand Prix, Battletech 3050, Big Run, Agura Suzuki F1 Super Driving, another robot game, another copy of that. This woman looks delighted to be on the cover. No screenshots, something go. Another pachinko game, shogi, Sim Earth in Japanese, that'll be fun. Right, Super Wagon Land 2 again, Puyo Puyo, Yu Yu Hakusho, Formula 1 World Championship, Super Hockey 94, Chibi Marufu-chan, which is a bit cheaper than the Neo Geo quiz game. We have Golden Fighter, which was absolutely crap. Super Wagon Land, Ultima 6, another SD Gundam, another one of the old Japan Wrestling, Super Fire Pro Wrestling 2. We have a strange kind of business game from what I remember. Another Madara 2 and another SD robot game. So, done 4 out of 6 boxes, so we're getting there. I think this box has got some pretty decent stuff in it. There's another Turbophile adapter. That's a Famicom game in the wrong box. So, Musia. Really nice, what do you call it, a Metroidvania kind of platform action game. Itadaki Street, that's what that one's called, isn't it? I don't know why that's just popped in my head. Yeah. So, 3D baseball, it's quite uncommon. Romancing Saga 2. My memory's terrible. Not sure what this one's called. Interesting little game. The best Dragon Ball game by a mile. No instructions with this one, unfortunately, but it's a really good fighting game, this one. Can't remember the name. I'm not at all sun-faded. Donkey Kong 2. Mario's Picross. Puyo Puyo. Donkey Kong 3. Wild Tracks. Another Magic Sword. We have a Kirby, which has unfortunately got a little bit of box damage on it. Beautiful game though. Super Mario World. Rushing Beat Run, one of the rarer ones. It's a really nice Final Fight type game. Here's a classic. Blackthorn. This is a brilliant game. If you've not played it, make sure you play it somehow, okay? Yeah, not very exciting. The Super Game of Life, based on the board game. And this is, can't remember the name, but it's a motorbike racing game. We'll have another SD Gundam nonsense. We have, let's see, Final Fight. I've got a few copies of that. I've got Panel de Pawn, which is a brilliant game. Actraiser. Bubsy the Bobcat's a funny one. It's about a tenner for the UK version because nobody wants it, but in Japan it's actually incredibly rare. Nicer box art. It's also £225. We've got Final Fight 5, Final Fight 4, Mario All Stars, got another copy of True Lies. We have Shin Megami Tensei Spiral Nemesis, this one is, I think. Yeah, so one of the earlier games in the Persona series, hence the price of it. We have Wolfenstein 3D. We have another couple of Shin Megami Tensei games here. Another Dragon Ball. Disney's Aladdin. Honestly, I need to write the names of these down before I do any more videos. This one, I did know the name of this one when I got it. I'd never had this one before. It's rather expensive, and it's an interesting looking platform action game. I'd actually quite like to have a wee shot of this if I ever get 2 minutes, which seems unlikely. King of the Dragons, which is a top-notch Capcom scrolling brawler. First Samurai again, another expensive action platform game. We have Actraiser 2, which is awesome. Chrono Trigger again. We have something 4. Yep, it's hard to play. Closely followed by something 2. What's this? Jantoshi Dorach or something, yeah. It's basically my job. Romancing Saga. We have, again, a rare Japanese version. Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. This is a good game. Captain Commando from Capcom. Another nice scrolling brawler. Another copy of Septentrion that we talked about earlier. Mickey Mouse. This isn't a game, this is randomly a box joypad. Golden Fighter. Yep, avoid. The Wagyan Land again. Bomberman Panic W. Galaxy Wars. Can't remember. Heart of Fighting. Mickey Mouse. Another Adventure Island. There's another Final Fight there. We have the original Go-Go Ackman, again, superb series. Romancing Saga 3. Russian Beat Run again, and Bomberman Be the Man again, without the wee guy. Right, one more box, and I think I'm finishing with the weakest box. I think this is all the fodder that I don't take to shows. That is a Puyo Puyo game though. Ultraman, can't remember. Pachinko, Scorpion game again. Super Dante, SD Gundam, Puyo Puyo, Parlour Mini 4. Yeah, this is all just, it's either all doubles or, although I'm seeing something that shouldn't be in this box in a wee minute. No, it's not what I thought it was. Yep, Super Bass Fishing, awesome. Ryu Hakusho, Nigel Mansell again, Tetris, Derby Stallion, yeah, Puyo Puyo. Nice horse racing, Formation Soccer, that was Super Soccer when it came out here. Chinko Land. Yeah, so this is quite an uninspiring box, to be perfectly honest with you. Always finish strong, that's not my motto. Right, but I've started, so I'll finish. is also not my motto, but we're nearly there. Solid World. Okay, interesting. Super Fire, Sword and Sword, a bit more gambling action, yep, nonsense, yep. Draken, at least that's a decent game, and there we go. So, don't think I've missed anything out there. Yeah, so quite a lot of games in stock. I've actually got another big collection coming over as well, so I'm sure I'll update that one at some point. But in the meantime, I really appreciate anyone that watches these. It means a lot to the shop. And yeah, thank you. Take care. Bye.